Hey YouTube, it's Natalie here. I'm so excited that we're doing this again. It's January 1st, and today I wanted to start a process of doing how to get into alignment and how to heal different aspects. And today we're going to talk about the version of yourself that's successful. How do you really embody that person? How do you become her? How do you step into the next phase? And we're going to do a little bit of healing work and take you through the process. Because here's the thing, right? Everybody wants to be successful. You probably want to be successful, and you have a version of what that means. But one of the reasons people don't manifest success is because they're actually resistant to creating in their life. So for example, if you might say you want a relationship on the one hand, but on the other, you think that if you have a relationship, other people, you're not going to have any time to yourself anymore, and you're going to have to give that up. That's a bit of an issue. So what wins? It's whatever your strongest vibration wins. I hear that a lot from entrepreneurs, from coaches, from healers. They want more clients, but they're exhausted, and they're afraid if they're going to get more clients, they're going to get more exhausted, right? So, and what wins is that their need for sleep, right? And it creates this conflict with this version of success. So today, I wanted to help you release some of the resistance to success, getting you really, really clear about what success looks like for you to feel it. And then we're also going to do an intuitive message from the universe, and we're going to see where that goes. If you like this channel, go ahead and make sure that you subscribe. If you like the video, perfect. And if you have a question, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. All right, so I'm going to ask you to, my phone was on with games. All right, so I'm going to invite you to just go into your space and take a deep breath. And I want you to pick one goal that you're working on this year, right? Or maybe you've been working on it for a little while. Maybe it's a business or a relationship or better health, okay? And I want you to just imagine yourself taking a few deep breaths in through your nose, down to your belly, and exhaling. Inhale again, and if I can send you unconditional love, go ahead and say yes. Creator, make that happen. Show me, show her. And you're going to imagine a beautiful ray of light coming down from the ethers through the top of your head, down into your heart. Okay, and if you want to know what it feels like to be in alignment with source energy, go ahead and say yes. And you're going to see that ray of light coming down and expanding in every cell of your being. And I want you to imagine yourself in that version of success. And it's almost like you're getting in a car, right? Maybe a Ferrari, you're putting your hands on the wheel and you're starting to go, and you're going somewhere, and you get out of the car and you've arrived at that version of success. It's not just that you've arrived, but you're actually being the person that you need to be. You have the clients that you want, you have the relationships that you want. Maybe you have the body that you want. You have achieved this goal. It's done. And just take a moment to notice what that feels like in your body. And if you want to know what it feels like to bring in that feeling, go ahead and say yes. And in front of you, a little ball of light will appear. And this is the feeling of this vibration. And you're going to take that and you're going to bring it into your heart, because you need to feel it before you can actually have it. And now we're going to clear the resistance, right? And it feels pretty good. So there's probably not very much resistance in this moment, but I'm going to ask you, what's the worst part about this goal, about finishing this goal, about having it? And allow yourself to just feel. It might be that it feels really heavy, like you have a lot of responsibility now. Maybe it's the fear that you're going to lose it all. You're going to lose all this weight and it's all just going to come back on. Maybe you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I just want you to bring up the discomfort. And some of you are not going to want to bring up the discomfort. Some of you are going to be like, I don't like that, right? But it's okay. We're just clearing energy and we're just going to allow it to go so that you're fully open to receiving it. And just allow that energy to come into your space and just notice where your body goes tight. Now, if you don't actually have that kind of resistance, that's okay. So you can just skip over or just listen through and see what happens. So for some of you, what I'm actually seeing is it's like a tornado, right? It comes in swiftly, right? And it comes in all of a sudden and it's like, what am I going to do with all of this, right? And that's really where the fear comes on. And so what you need to do is just to allow that fear to come through. And so just drop into the fear. Give the fear a color, maybe a little bit of blue, a little bit of white, a little bit of teal. And breathe in and breathe out. And as you breathe in, you're going to allow love to go down into that feeling of whatever it is that you're feeling, the negative feeling. And you can imagine the color, and you're sending this beautiful white light, love, down into this color. And all of a sudden it releases. Beautiful. I can see it go. So take a deep breath and release. And I want you to imagine yourself having this desire that you already want. What's missing for this desire to be perfect? For this goal? Maybe you want to be able to do this and have plenty of energy and have plenty of free time. And so if that's the case, you're going to make a mantra, and the mantra is going to be, the more free time I have, the more successful I become. Beautiful. And you can tweak that to make it your own, because we're really working with a very general topic right now. All right. And we're going to ask Creator for an inspired message for you and see what you need to know. And when I connect with your energy, with your permission, what I see is that I see that you're going up and you're like on a climbing rope and you're like trying to see where it's going, right? And here's the thing, success doesn't come with a perfect plan. Success comes with an idea that you choose and you take the next best step. And your plan has to have three aspects. It has to have one aspect of, it has to be fun. It has to excite you, which it does, because it's your goal, right? And sometimes we get really bogged down and, oh my God, it's not happening. But if it's fun, it's great. And two, you need to have a general idea of how to get there. And if you don't, Google it, right? The how is not the problem. You just need to pick a direction and go and redirect as you go. And three, you need to do the inner work to get there. So often what I see is people going, I'm going to push, I'm going to strive. And I've done that. So I'm not discounting myself here, right? And we get into the doing and we forget to be. And manifesting, creating the life you want, is about being who you need to be. So the question you have to ask yourself is, who do you need to be? Right? And just staying up on the rope and looking for your vision, it's not going to get you anywhere. You also have to get into inspired action. So right now, if you're going to go in and check in with your heart, I want you to go into your heart and connect with your inner being. And allow yourself to just see your inner being come forward. Maybe she has wings. Maybe she's grand. I see her as beautiful light. And she comes forward. She is connected to source energy. She is your wisdom. She is your guidance system. And ask her, what is my next best step? And let her answer you, first thought, first feeling. And I don't want the answer to come from your brain. I want it to come from her. And it will. It might take a little bit of practice, but the more you do it, the easier it will be. Okay. All right. Now I want you to take that action and bring it back into this moment. And I want you to feel this vibration of success. It's already done. It's just a matter of time. And now your job is to go out and take action and see what happens. And when you run out of action, you don't know what to do next, reconnect to your inner being and ask for the next best step. And by the way, the next best step, it's not always going to make sense, but it is always going to be the right one. And your inner being knows the ways to your desire. So follow the guidance. That's the challenge. If you like the video, go ahead and like it, share it. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you tomorrow.